Hello and welcome back to my channel, Nick's Wildlife Adventures. So this morning I thought I'd head up to Canvey Island. I'm going to go and check out the Lobster Smack. It's a creek on, I think it's the south side of the island. It's a place I spent quite a lot of time back in my 20s when I worked on a fishing boat with my mate John Dickens. It was a charter fishing boat. So we used to take people out fishing all the time out in the estuary. So yeah, I haven't been there for quite some time, so I thought I'd go and check out and see what wildlife I could find along the creek there. I mean, high tide was about 6:30 this morning, so by the time I get down it's going to be out anyway. Yeah, I thought I'd take you along and see what we can see. Right, so I've just arrived at Canvey. I'm outside the Lobster Smack pub. Just over the sea wall is the creek. So I'm going to have a little walk along the sea wall, alongside the creek there. See what we can see. Yeah, this is it's my old haunt. I used to love coming over here when I was fishing. I'll put some pictures up later with the boat I used to work on and some of the fish we used to catch. I've got some old footage, but it's really old footage. So yeah, I thought I'd come over here today and have a little wander, see what we can see, and I thought I'd take you along. Oh, that's the Lobster Smack. I haven't been in there for years, so I don't know what the food and drink is like in there, but yeah, it was nice to go in there. Nice in the summer. Right, I walk up towards the sea wall. There's a jetty down here where they we used to bring the boat in to let the passengers on and off. Failing that at low tide, we would have to pull up to a ladder, which could be at low tide about 60 foot. So imagine what it was like trying to get all the guys' fishing gear off. It's all done on a piece of rope. Oh yeah. Right, let's go and have a look over the wall, see what we can see. I mean, so far I've only been a minute. There's sparrows everywhere. A few dunnock. There's a sparrow just up in that tree actually. Oh yeah. Let's go and have a look, eh? Let's have a look over the wall. Something's different. There used to be a building just out there, here in the area. So just when I was fishing, just there was a Coast Guard watch point that went out. It was just there. So that's where we used to drop off people when we used to come back from fishing. So all I've got now is that little slipway. Oh, that's changed. Actually, I think I got the tide time wrong. The tide's still in. And it's a bit windy as well. I'm going to just have a look down here. And we'll see what we can see. Just over that side, that was Holehaven. That oil refinery, which I don't think is no longer active. I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah, wind's got up. I've only been here a couple of minutes, so we're going to have a wander this side of the wall, get out that wind. Yeah, I was shocked about that. Yeah, like I say, that was a lifeboat. the viewing point, which was just over there. It was. And the boat I used to work on, called Island Girl, she's still down there, she's moored up. My mate John, he's got a new boat which isn't there. So that's either out of the water or he's out fishing. So I'll find out if he's out fishing later. I'll give him a text. So I might be able to get some images of him coming back on his boat. That's if he's out fishing. Just down there, there's a pair of curlew. I started calling, and they flew up just above me. Got a couple of shots, but from the back, so they're not great. So I probably won't post them up. Right, so that boat out there, I'm just taking some images. That's the boat I used to work on over 10 years. And then she was called the Island Girl, but they've changed the name to the Jolly Roger. We sold that boat to someone, and I thought it went to Newfoundland, but obviously it didn't. She's still in the creek. She's a catamaran. She's twin. It's got two engines because she's a catamaran. Oh, she was really stable in the water. We had some really good days on that boat. So I do miss it, but yeah, it was nice to do that anyway. So I've done it just over 10 years. I was a second mate, as they say. So I've got some pictures. I'll put them up in the gallery for you to look at later. So yeah, we're just up to the jetty now. I think this was the old gas jetty, I believe. So it runs all the way out there, out to the gas terminal. So we used to fish right at the end of that years ago. But you can't get up there anymore. I wouldn't want to get up there anyway. Oh yeah. So I've only walked in the car park. The lump of smack is just up that end. I've just walked up. The wind's dropped off a little bit. I'm hoping it's going to brighten up a little bit. Yeah, nice to come down here though. Not very papery, so which is nice. Right, so I'm just a bit further up now from where I'm parked, which is right up there. So yeah, anyway, so when we dropped the paper off, the fisherman would come down here. Just out there that's our mooring. That was our mooring there. So I'll be up the front of the boat with a long stick. I can't think what it's called. With a hook on the end of it. So we gently come down, slow right down, and then come around the back of that mooring. I would have to lean over the front of the boat with this stick to pick up the rope. Quickly tie it off on the front of the boat. And then John would turn the engines off. But the worst thing was, how do we get from there back up to there? Well, that was done in a little tiny dinghy, and that was the worst time. Not so bad in the calm when it was calm, but when it was rough, windy, some of the waves in this creek would be bigger than a dinghy, and that was the only time it was dangerous. I mean, there's some dangerous times when we was out in the river fishing, but that was the most time we actually feared. Not so much feared for our lives, but the worst thing about it, we never wore life jackets. We should have done. There was a couple of times when we had to come, we was going back, obviously we're in this tiny little dinghy with a motor. I think it was a Yamaha 250 or whatever, 2-stroke petrol. There was a couple of times we've had to come in just down here because the waves were coming over the dinghy and it was almost sinking us. So yeah, that was some of the worst times we actually had. A couple of hairy moments when we was out in the river, big rogue waves, but John was confident. He's been doing it a long time, so yeah. Thought I'd just give you tell you about my fishing days and stuff. So yeah. Right, if I just try and explain where I am now. So carry on walking that way. So that will take you to what side of Country Park. I don't know if you can actually, if you can actually get right to what side of the park. I don't think you can. There's a creek that separates it. And then beyond that is Fobbing Marsh as well. So I don't know how far you can walk. I don't think you can get all the way to what side of Country Park, which is in Pitsea. Let's go see if we can get on this jetty. This old jetty. So, there's a few pigeons on there. It's still quite muddy along here as well, parts of it, along that footpath along there. So if you do decide to come over for a wander this time of year, make sure you've got suitable walking boots up. I love exploring things like places like this. It hasn't been down for years. This could be a good spot for fishing actually. Fishing in the creek, you'll get we used to fish low tide back in these creeks and catch little schoolie bass. Always put them back though, never kept them, they're too small. Have to be a certain size. But a bass, like a £10 bass, is quite old. They're a slow growing fish. And it's just covered in pigeons. Might get too close to the edge. Look. There's a cormorant flying across there. Never seen these seals in the creek. I've seen them in the estuary. There's a big colony up at South End, Leon Sea, which can be seen. Leon Sea, it's the Straits, I think it's called, the sandbanks. They can be seen from sort of Chalkwell, South End pier if you've got binoculars, if you know where to look. Actually, it's not a bad time to come to places like this. The tide's on the ebb, which means that's going out, and that's going to refill mud flats and sandbanks, which will attract wading birds. So yeah, it's not a bad time to come down when the tide's going out. I thought the high tide, although the high tide was about 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning. So yeah, it's on the ebb now. So I'll come back here in a bit, see if we can find any wading birds. Right, so I'm on the canvey wick now. Oh, it's RSPB. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was wild interest. Just a little dog code there. Pulls that and have read through it. You can see it. Right, let's go and have a wander through here. So yeah, this is a canvey wick. That gate's a bit of a mission to get through if you've got camera gear in a bag. But yeah, that's obviously that's to prevent motorbikes from getting onto the reserve. It's good. It almost stopped me from getting through, and I'm not on a motorbike. Right, let's go and have a wander around here. Just up there is a chaffinch. So I'm quite for a second here it's called. Is it a chaffinch? Yeah, it's a chaffinch. It's actually quite a nice call, isn't it, really? There's a robin. It's quite a complex call. Right, so this is like it's a reserve. A few alder trees about there. It looks sort of heathy, sort of like it could be good threaders. I'm sure there was more trees than this last time. There's a woody area over that side, and you've got this concrete road. Oh, it looks like an old road going through. There's been a lot of felling though. A hell of a lot of felling. He's got these mounds that are scattered about as well. Got only concrete, big sort of circle concrete places scattered about as well. Let's go and check that out. See if we can find somewhere to sit for 10 minutes. See what wildlife we can see. Yeah, this was covered in trees. I mean, last time I was here about 6-7 years ago. So there's been a lot of felling going on, I think, by the looks of it. Let's go and have a wander over here. Oh, there's a woodpecker. If anyone's watching that lives in Canvey and they know a little bit of history about Canvey wick and what these were used for, it's something to do with the gas terminal or the oil refinery maybe. So it looks like it's in line. I know the jetty's over there. It's not in line with the jetty. Yeah, if anyone knows, just comment in the box below. There seems to be quite a lot of clinker about as well. So it could have been an old sewage plant maybe. Yeah, it could be an old sewage plant. I say there's clinker about. She's like a black rocky type clinker, black. I can't explain it. Now I've just found these. I can't see any prints, but I suspect maybe a badger or a fox. I mean, there's plenty of rabbits around. Can't see any prints. I mean, that one looks quite fresh. Could be badgers. It looks like it's used quite regularly as well. Yeah, it's definitely used regular. So that mound, just take it in closer. That's full of rabbit droppings. It's like a mound. It's quite, looks sort of off the ground. So I'm guessing that's probably used as a sort of a lookout where the bucks look around. You know, they get up in their hind legs and they're scanning around the area, looking for predators. Oh yeah, this path's used all the time. It's like a trail going through. That looks like a fox den down there, or a badger set. I don't think it's been used for it. I can't see any prints down there. It's quite a boggy area now. I think I have to. What was that after bumblebee? Right, let's head back to where I was just over there. I think this is why I call my channel Nick's Wildlife Ventures, because I like being adventurous, like places like this. Just come across this sign. It says, "Look after your land. Don't leave a mess. All dog poo should be bagged and taken with you to be put in a bin. Please don't leave someone to step in." Yeah, that sounds about right. Please help people and animals safe by not letting your dog approach them. There you go. This reminds me a little bit of Ravness. I've only been here once, Ravness, but the other side sort of Colchester. Yeah, the other side of Colchester. Yeah, I'm gonna go have a slow walk back towards my car, and then there's a canvey. It's RSPB. It's not. I think it's part of Canvey Wick. But I'm sure there's a couple of hides over there, or there used to be. So yeah, I'm going to check that out as well in a bit. And first I'm going to head back up to the creek see what the tide is, find somewhere to plot up for a bit, and have a drink. Yeah, just sit up there for a bit and see if any wading birds come in or anything. And hopefully the wind's died down a bit now as well. So what I'll probably do, I've got enough probably footage to make 2 vlogs for the YouTube channel. These Wildlife Adventures, I've already mentioned that a few times. But yeah, appreciate all your comments, likes and shares. So if you're new to my channel, thanks very much. Like I say, I'd like to hit more subscribers. This, like I say, this is the first year for my YouTube channel, last few months. So nice to get a bit of encouragement from people I know. Yeah, to go out and make more of these. I'm really enjoying it actually. It's been nerve-wracking when I first started making them. You just don't know what to say. You know what to say, but you can't get it out, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I really enjoy making them. Appreciate all your comments, please. And if you don't mind, you can share the videos on Facebook with your friends and such. So yeah, big thanks guys. Cheers. So I'm going to walk back via that side of the seawall. It's still a bit breezy. Let's have a look anyway. So yeah, I'm on this side of the seawall. Trying to brighten up a little bit, the old sun's trying to burn away those clouds. Well actually, got a bit of lee off the land, or lee off the sea wall anyway. It's not windy down here at all. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. There's the old Jolly Roger, the old boat I used to work on. Just changed names from Jolly Roger to from Island Girl to Jolly Roger. So I've got some pictures of her when I worked on the boat. She looks quite a mess, to be honest. I mean, we really looked after her when we used to take people fishing, charter fishing out in the estuary. It's a shame. Yeah, actually not too bad at the minute down there. So the tide's still on the air, but it's only just started going out. Actually, no, it's not. The way I can tell is by looking at these dinghies. If that was facing the other way, whichever way it's facing, that's how I can tell what way the tide's going. So if the tide was going out, and it's just starting to turn now, but that could be the wind as well. Yeah, if that was facing, so if the front of the boat was facing that way, that would indicate to me that the tide is just starting to turn and it's on the ebb, which means it's going out. When it's coming in, that's the flood. So yeah, it looks like it's just starting to turn now. Well, it could be the wind as well pushing it around. One thing I will say, I love being by the coast. I love being by the estuary. Well no, the estuary's further out, this is the river. Where it widens, sort of Shrewsbury-Ness, that's where it widens and becomes an estuary. Yeah, it's actually quite nice down here. I might go and sit up there for a bit, opposite the lumps or something. Yeah, tide's definitely on the turn. You can tell, like I said before, you can tell by the way those boats are facing. They're slowly turning around now, So the bow's facing that way. Yeah, that indicates to me that the tide's going to turn. So I'm just back at the launch smack. So I've just walked all the way from up the top there. And we'll see what, excuse me. So yeah, I'm going to head over to RSPB canvey marsh, or whatever you want to call it. Let's just have a look at the point. Oh wow! So see this piece of rubber running along now? There's sparrows nesting. It's nesting in the holes. Oh, I'm going to try and get some shots of them for you to look at. How cool's that? So that rubber section along there, there's holes in it all the way along. If you can see them, just along there. I think that's where they put the bolts through to connect that rubber piece. But there's sparrows. It looks like they're nesting in there. There's been quite a lot of males sitting in there, or no, females, and the males have been coming along while the males sitting in there, and they're feeding them. Wow. The most unlikely places. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they're taking advantage of them holes. So they must be nesting in there. They must be nesting in them. There's one just down there. There we go, look. How cool's that? I don't know how close I can get to try and get some footage on my phone. So we've just got that big old container ship passing by, and it's causing like a wave. Yeah, I'm going to try and I want to try and get you some footage of these sparrows. When they're coming back all the time, every sort of few minutes. Let's see what I can do, try and get some footage. Without disturbing them too much, obviously.